Yes, people, welcome back to the show. This right here still E-Splash on TVC. And if you are just tuning in, yes, you've missed two news stories, but it is still entertainment news, and we are going foreign. Prosecutors drop kidnapping, arson, and certain sex trafficking charges in Diddy's case. Federal prosecutors have dropped certain allegations against Sean Diddy Combs in his ongoing criminal trial in New York City, including attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and aiding and abetting sex trafficking. The development, which came just a day before closing arguments, was revealed in a letter to Judge Arun Subramanian. Prosecutors said that the decision was made in line with the judge's directive to streamline the jury's instructions. While Diddy still faces multiple sex trafficking charges, the government appears to have struggled to substantiate claims involving the alleged kidnapping of former employee Capricorn Clark, who was reportedly taken to a building and subjected to a lie detector test of a missing jury, and singer Cassie, who was allegedly held at the London hotel. In addition, the prosecution is no longer pursuing the attempted arson allegation that Diddy orchestrated the explosion of rapper Kid Cudi's car in a fit of jealousy. During the trial, no direct evidence was presented linking Diddy to the incident. These dropped allegations were all part of the broader racketeering case against the music mogul. Though prosecutors are not abandoning the sex trafficking charges entirely, they have chosen to remove some elements, including aiding and abetting. They did not specify which aspects of the sex trafficking count would be excluded from jury consideration. In the same letter, prosecutors requested that jurors be instructed that prior consent to sexual acts does not mean that consent cannot later be withdrawn. This also emphasized the compensation does not rule out the possibility of forced labor, a key component of sex trafficking laws. Furthermore, the government asks that jurors be made aware that coercion in sex trafficking does not require physical restraint or commercial sex acts to be proven. Wow. There's a lot happening with Diddy. The other day, I saw somewhere on the news that someone else came out and brought up fresh allegations against him. There's just so many things that are just happening, and I'm like, when will this end? Okay, so I'm going to start from rapper Kid Cudi's car. This came up when Cassie took the witness stand just before she put to bed. And his ex Cassie was talking about the fact that back then he was always jealous, acting like a maniac. Anytime he sees her with anybody, he would go crazy. She couldn't move on. She couldn't get out of it. Even his assistants once came out to talk about the fact that he advised Cassie to get out of the situation, that it wasn't good for her. But Cassie said no, there was no way out. She was trying and everything, even though the assistant claimed that he felt like Cassie was enjoying the lifestyle. But now Cassie spoke about the fact that there was a time she was really close to Kid Cudi, like they were going to date or something, and Diddy found out, and he threatened to kill Kid Cudi. And then not long after then, she stopped talking to Kid Cudi. Then the car incident happened, but it couldn't be linked back to Diddy. So now this has been taken off because he wasn't linked to anything that had to do with Kid Cudi, even though there were people that said, yes, he threatened at one point or the other. But there was no evidence, and the law court deals with evidence. Now back to the court cases, the charges that have been taken out. The court, like I said, deals with evidence. And when you drop a lot of charges, if there's no evidence to back just one up, it will be struck out. So these ones have been struck out now. The court claims there's no evidence. There's nothing showing that he actually did this. But at the end of the day, there's something I hope you guys are learning from Diddy's case. Even the jurors said it. When someone consents to sexual when they consent to sex or sexual acts, consent can later be withdrawn. So don't say, oh, she said yes at the beginning, no, and then later she said no, but she was enjoying it now. No, either she was enjoying it or not, she did not want it, he did not want it. So the moment they say no, no means no. There's a lot people actually need to learn about consent, but that is talk and conversation for another day. So this is where I draw the curtain on the entertainment news, as that's all we can take on the entertainment news on the E-Splash on TVC, guys. We will be back with all the social media madness on Social View after this time out.